99% of people would probably throw this remote control away as soon as the unlock button stopped working. But I don't believe it's completely broken yet. Sometimes an entire device stops working because of just one tiny detail inside. So today, I'm going to take it apart, find the exact cause, and try to restore the unlock function. The casing is held together with screws, so opening it is quite simple. I remove each screw one by one and gently separate the two halves of the casing. From here, we can go deeper inside and start looking for where the real problem is. This is the circuit board of the remote control. At first glance, everything still looks quite normal. There are no obvious signs of damage. If the circuit board doesn't give us the answer, the problem is most likely hiding right underneath the unlock button. I continue taking it apart to inspect the contact inside. And here it is, just as I expected. The thin metal contact responsible for making the connection and transmitting the signal is heavily rusted and oxidized. It's a very small component, but it could be exactly what caused the unlock button to stop working. I remove the contact piece to begin cleaning it. First, I prepare some rubbing alcohol and soak the contact in it to help loosen the dirt and residue that have built up on the surface over time. While I wait, I use a cotton swab soaked in alcohol to gently clean the circuit board, paying close attention to the area around the buttons. One important note before doing this cleaning step: remove the battery from the remote control to ensure safety and prevent any impact on the circuit. And while I'm waiting for the contact piece to soak, I'd also like to ask you something. Which country are you watching this video from? Leave the name of your country in the comments. I'm really curious to know where videos like these about repairs and DIY projects are being watched around the world. Maybe there's even someone watching from the same country as you right below. Getting back to the contact piece, the rust and residue have now softened, so I start carefully cleaning each area. The goal is to remove the old oxidation and make the contact surface cleaner. After cleaning, the contact piece has changed quite noticeably, but I'm not stopping here yet. To help improve the contact and electrical conductivity, I'm going to use something very simple, a pencil. I gently rub the pencil tip over the contact area, leaving a thin layer of graphite on the surface. Graphite is electrically conductive, so this thin layer will help support the electrical connection between the surfaces when the button is pressed. The contact piece is now ready. I place it back into its original position, inside the button. However, to prevent the metal piece from shifting during use, it needs to be secured with a very small amount of glue. I don't apply the glue directly to the component because even a little too much could spread into the contact area. Instead, I use a small pin, pick up tiny amounts of glue, and apply them along the edge, just enough to hold the contact piece firmly in place without affecting the operation of the button. Everything is ready. I put the button back into its original position, check all the details, and reassemble the remote control just as it was before. But now comes the most important question. After all the steps we've just completed, will the unlock button actually work again? Let's find out. And that's fantastic. The unlock button is working again. A tiny problem with the contact was enough to prevent the remote control from working properly. But after finding the exact cause and restoring this component, the unlock function has been brought back. If you found this repair useful, hit like and share the video so more people can learn about this trick. Don't forget to subscribe to follow more DIY projects, repair techniques, and interesting ways to reuse old items. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. See you in the next video.